I'm just sodding.
No.
It's one of those things where it's like save points rather than auto save or something.
There is no finding a sodding. But yeah, like that's like sometimes when you're playing those kind of games, like I find like Japanese ARPGs are the worst for that. Like you try playing like a Final Fantasy or like a Dragon Quest or something like that. Hey, you want to save? Beat the dungeon first. No!
Please, I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. No!
Just one more dungeon.
You're not allowed to rest.
Hello and welcome back to Motorsport Manager, the Season 6 finale, which will be affectionately referred to as Once More Unto the Breach. Because this could be, maybe, potentially, the last time Lewis Hamilton drives for us. We are working on his contract and we're hoping to have that finalised in this stream. But this is the last race of Season 6 and the last stream before I go to Ireland for a week. Mick Schumacher is currently on an absolute tear of points. The last 3 races, this man has achieved a points-paying position. So hopefully we can make it 4 out of 4. And we finally build a front wing for the last race of the season. It's taken us the whole season.
It's a long time coming.
Finally build a front wing. And Mike is with me as well. Mike, how the hell are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm having a bit of a lazy day, but there's an Easter Sunday on there.
It's Easter Sunday. It's bank holiday weekend. You're fully allowed to have a lazy day. Let's get our Jackman.
I saw my sister yesterday. She came down.
Very nice.
She's well.
Very nice.
Kids are mischievous as always, but that's kids.
That's kids. That's kids for you.
Keegan, my nephew, was immediately taken by the sword I had.
Ah, yes, and you allowed him to wield it, yes?
No.
You're supposed to be the irresponsible uncle.
Yeah, I'm irresponsible, but when it actually comes to live actual weaponry, I'm very responsible.
Okay, valid. That's fine. That's fair. That's
I'm irresponsible to other things, harmless things, Simon.
Okay, fair.
But yes, I did let him look at it, but not touch. What else?
I don't know. You tell me what else.
Going out for dinner tomorrow. By dinner, I mean lunch.
Dinner, lunch, potato.
Indeed. So yeah, look forward to that. And yes, I shall do an XCOM stream tomorrow.
XCOM scream.
Probably will be some screaming in it.
I travelled to Ireland very early. My flight to Ireland is 8 AM, so that means a nice 3 AM start for me.
Oh, lovely. You did say... Sorry. You did say that if you weren't busy, you'd tune in to watch the XCOM stream, so...
Yeah, I mean...
If you do get a chance to watch it, I hope you will enjoy it.
Certainly.
And hopefully we shall have a few more successes.
As opposed to last time. Meanwhile,
Yes.
Alpine have built their road car facilities.
Hopefully,
Doha,
that's it.
52 lap race. 0% chance of rain, as you'd expect, for the middle of a goddamn desert.
I need to send you a picture, actually, of the chocolate egg my mum got me.
Oh, I inhaled my egg yesterday. I was out shopping with my parents, right, just doing like the weekly shop. And I went, wait a minute. It's Easter weekend. Because it just hadn't resonated with me. I bought this Easter egg back in like February, right?
Yeah, I did the same with one of mine. So I had
and I went,
2 eggs.
I can eat my Easter egg. Mum was like, yeah, I guess you could. So I came home, hadn't eaten at all that morning, and I inhaled. Oh, well, thank you very much. Unexpected coffee just arrived.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so I came home, hadn't eaten anything, and I just inhaled my Kit Kat egg and the 3 Kit Kat Chunkies, Biscoff flavoured Kit Kat Chunkies. So I inhaled that for breakfast and felt very sick.
I inhaled the Terry's chocolate orange egg I had.
Oh,
and the Terry's chocolate orange bar. that came with it.
Very nice. Oh no. Oh no.
But what I have in my hand here is an M&S The Drippy egg.
The Drippy.
It is a unique hand-decorated Belgian milk chocolate egg. Delicious, and it's one of a kind because the egg is painted different. All the eggs are painted differently, and you don't know what pattern you get because they are in a paint can essentially.
So Lewis didn't like our offer.
Well, he immediately got went to the last chance.
Quite frankly, he was insulted by our.
Well, that's fine. If push comes to shove, let him become unemployed, and then he'll be desperate to join us again.
That is true. We did do that before.
That with Jensen Button, I believe.
We did do it with JB. All right. Okay. Here's what we do. Okay. One more click up. Okay. Lewis.
I think it might be 2 clicks up because that's an angry face.
It is. But this is my final offer. And I am wagering on that. Right. When do we find out? We find out... Oh, God, we find out while we're at the weekend. Meanwhile, James Butland, a much more reasonable gentleman. We're giving him a bit of a pay rise. Currently, he's 137 grand per race. He's going up to 178. But quite frankly, I think he's done a fantastic job. So I think he deserves it. So we've now... we ain't got to worry about any of our staff. Oh, man. Lena Maelstrom as well. Just like to point out, when we hired this girl, she was at like 2 stars, right?
Yeah.
Look at her. 4 stars. The Swedish-English connection with a sprinkling of German. And then we got Dig, who's putting in all the laps at the test track. And has been for the last 6 years.
Yep. I've just sent that picture to you now.
Oh, excellent. I'll have a look at that post-stream.
That's fine.
Right. Here we go. Doha. We find out about Lewis Hamilton's contract while we're there.
And if he says no, then an unfortunate accident will happen on track.
4 stars and only 29. Exactly, bold Sir Rob. Exactly. We can hopefully hang on to this woman for the long term. Thankfully, like if push comes to shove with Lewis, we do have options. There are some contracts that end this year that we could potentially try and negotiate for like a short 1-year deal, I think. But Lando's contract comes to an end if Lando wanted to try and join us. Who else comes to an end this year? Nico Rosberg, which would be an interesting one. Colton Herta. We could try and swing Colton Herta. I think we've also got Seb as well. Like Seb's a free agent. So if we were like really pushing it, we could just grab Seb for a year. And then we could like reevaluate a full driver lineup at the end of next season. Because Mick's obviously contracted till the end of 2027. It's just my 2 cents, if you will. Right. Here we go. Tyre selection. Here we go. And this... I think what we do here is we once again throw everything at Mick and try and get him into the points. I think that's fair enough in my personal estimation. He can even have the better performing gearbox. Even though it's the least reliable. Yeah. Fine.
Ink can then.
Right. So Mick Schumacher, we're going to try and get Mick one final blast into the points. I think we're looking okay, actually. In terms of... Yeah, AlphaTauri would need to outscore us by 50... 54 points. Because we've got a race win, so they can't tie with us. They would need to beat us. And AlphaTauri would need to outscore us by 54 points, which isn't actually possible. Because even if they get first and second, that's 43. Yeah, so we have cemented fourth. We have actually finished fourth in the Constructors' World Championship, which, quite frankly, I think for us as well, to only be 40 points behind Mercedes, that is a Herculean effort, considering our resources. I am chuffed to bits with that result. Right, let us proceed in the direction known as forward one last time.
Okay, so this egg, I've just taken it out of the paint can. It's not exactly what I thought it was. It's pretty much like the small picture of the egg on the tin, basically. So it's a case of, it is what I see, but it is.
Would you quote it as
unique.
Ronseal?
No. I'd say Dulux brand.
See, I was going to say Ronseal because it's exactly what it says on the tin, but...
Well, sorry, I was thinking paint cans. So I mean, I'm still on the paint subject rather than,
the company tagline, if you will.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Right, once more onto the breach for practice. Yo, this is totally the race to just do simulate practice, isn't it? We're not simulating practice.
I have to say though, it is a bit bigger than I had earlier.
Just enjoy the calories, my friend.
Oh no, I'm not eating it now. I mean, I've already had one egg today, so I'll have this later. Maybe tonight. Who knows? Or maybe I'll save it for Easter Monday.
Maybe. Easter Monday, I'll be busy in Easter Island getting Easter travel.
I guess.
I don't know. Don't know where I was going with that. Right, boys, let's go. Once more onto the breach.
What is it? We've just seen a picture from Ireland of the alcohol section in supermarket on Good Friday.
Was it empty?
No, it wasn't empty. It was barricaded off. And big black bean bags were covering the alcohol, and the tagline underneath it says, "On Good Friday in Ireland, you're not even able to look at the alcohol, you dirty heathens."
You dirty heathen. Right, let's see if this is the weekend that Mick... Like, I know he's been getting points in the last few races, but can he actually outscore Lewis Hamilton? That's the question.
Can he do it?
Like, don't get me wrong, I've loved the team of Hamilton and Mick Schumacher, but part of me would love the dynamic of Vettel and Mick Schumacher even more.
Aye.
Because, like, Vettel is basically, like, Mick's surrogate father at the Grand Prix weekends.
Okay.
Well, it was like, because like Vettel, like he's gone on record saying like Vettel idolised Michael Schumacher, like absolutely idolised him, like he was his hero, and obviously with everything that's happened with Michael over the years, that's why like whenever they're in the paddock, like Vettel's hanging around him, like helping him out, doing anything, and that's why like when Vettel had his shunt in FP3, like Mick essentially like stopped the car next to him, like to make sure he was all right, which I thought was quite cute. I mean, racing drivers do that anyway, just because obviously they're competitors, but they also want to make sure that no one actually gets seriously hurt doing what they love to do.
Right.
Oh,
that's a dreadful shame.
So far, not so good. In terms of the Mick outperforming Lewis Hamilton. He's within a second, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this unexpected coffee tastes incredible. Like when you just get like one of those things and it just, It's like when you randomly get something for free, and it's like, free! Free! Also, I forgot to point out that in this particular Grand Prix, of course, the Drivers' Championship is up for grabs, because Max Verstappen is only 10 points ahead of Charlie Boy Leclerc. Of course, after Brazil, Charles Leclerc, of course, got effectively demoted or disqualified from the race. So, that allowed Max Verstappen to take the lead in the championship. Ooh, big yikes.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some, I'll link them to the Discord after this, actually, but I saw some in-game screenshots of the F1 Manager 2022 game earlier this week. Oh, man. Like, it's looking nice. Okay, these boys don't actually like the setup that we've done. Okay. So let's maybe crank up the downforce a little bit. Not a huge amount. And then we'll... Let's try that. Let's see if they enjoy that. They probably won't. This is me liking to think I know what I'm doing, when actually I have no ruddy idea. Let's give him a touch more understeer. Let's go! Get that quali knowledge, and then let's head on up to race knowledge. Yes. Yes, good. So for the first time, I think I mentioned this to you before, but I can't remember. For the first time in this season, they're doing a sprint at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
Alright.
So they've changed the rules somewhat a little bit around them. I think for the sprint, the first... Because last season, it was the top 3 got points, and it was 3 for first, 2 for second, 1 for third. I think this year... It's points. It's either for the first 5 or 6 in the sprint. And pole position, because that was a whole big thing last year of pole position went to the guy who won the sprint, which technically is incorrect because, for me, pole position is whoever qualifies fastest in qualifying. So they have clarified that. So the statistic of pole position will go who is the fastest on the Friday, like the Friday session on the sprint weekends. And I think they're doing 6 sprint sessions this year as well. I think. Okay, so Hamilton loved what we did with the handling. Hated everything else. Mick, thankfully, is in a better place. So you can now fit the medium tyre and just piss off and go and do some laps. So Lewis wants less downforce. So it was good there. Crank that down like a couple points. He preferred more top speed. All right, let's try that. Click, you damn pleb. Go. And we'll just run this to the end of the session. Perez not looking very fast, down in 18th. Nick Cassidy's currently setting the pace for Mercedes. Oh, Brendan Hartley up in 4th. I say that and Verstappen comes along and goes fastest. Wow. We're not looking very quick round here, it has to be said. Could this be a double non-scoring result? Then again, it's all to play for in the race. Whew. Dan Tixham's up in 8th. What wizardry has he used on that Aston Martin? Are we going to get the knowledge? Let's push on and actually get laps in. Final minute of the session. Less than half a bar to go. Are we actually going to get level 3 knowledge? Oh, I'm a bit scared, actually. I don't think we're going to get our level 3 knowledge. Oh, we might actually, because Mick's on a lap. Just! Sometimes we get our level 3 knowledge with like 4 minutes to go. This time, we got it right at the death. But we got it, and that's what matters. Right, Mick Schumacher ended the session 8th fastest. Lewis Hamilton ends the session 20th fastest. Dan Tickton made a comment there about beating Max for pole. Right, Daniel. Yes, you're absolutely going to do that. 100%, I believe. Right. Soft quali. Soft quali. Okay, so... take qualifying. Let's go, boys! Right. Let's go get a lap out. Then come back in. We've only got 8 minutes, and this is quite a long circuit. Right, let's see. While they're doing that, let's see if I can... Hold on, let me bring up these images that you've sent me. To be fair, right, I'm looking at that can, and I would have expected, based upon the size of that can and, like, kind of the way that you've framed the picture, I'd have expected the egg to be smaller. But that egg is of surprising size. So is it just like, is it an all milk chocolate, or is that like white chocolate at the top?
I imagine it's melted bits of chocolate, I imagine. Or,
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Let's take a bite out of it. However, that should be done later.
Oh, you see, I like that. That was a test, and you passed.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of you.
Shucks, you're making me blush.
No, stop it. Right, our boys are on their flying laps. Emphasis on flying. Let's go down. Let's go down. Like, get right up action cam of Lewis Hamilton. Chasing after Mick Schumacher. Both of our drivers are in the 9s in form, by the way. Hamilton 3/10 up in the first sector on Nicholas von Schumacher. Even though he has the better car, Hamilton does essentially have the extra star of performance. But I still feel confident in our ability through the tight, slow, technical section. Mick only 7/10 down on Hamilton by the end of the second sector. It's going to be probably about a second in it. Hamilton is a second down on current fastest man, Nick Cassidy. Does make me think, how close would Hamilton be if he had the best car? But we've stuck to our word. We've given Mick the best car. Over the line, Mick goes a 48.0. Hamilton does a 46.6. Now, what about all the other drivers? Leclerc, 45.9. Cassidy, 45.3. Is Verstappen on a lap? Verstappen is on a lap, and it's only green. Only green. Now, question, are we going to get round to be able to do another lap fast enough while the track grips at its absolute peak? Hamilton's gone faster than Sainz. Oh, Verstappen does do it with a mega final sector into the 144s.
Oh.
I think Hamilton is safe. It's Mick that isn't safe. Let's try another lap with Mick. See if we can actually get him out of the drop zone. I don't know if we can, but I am prepared to try. For the sake of my own amusement. Let's go! Bolt those tyres on, boys. We've got the best pit crew we have available for this weekend. The game reckons less than 2 seconds for a pit stop. Come on, Mick. Show the world. Yeah, let me bring up the chat again. There we go. What can he do? Mick Schumacher. 10 form. On a run of point scoring races. Can he find a second? Actually, he needs to find more than a second to out-qualify Esteban Ocon. I also just want to say Dan Ticktum, he said he was going to try and out-qualify Max Verstappen. 3.5 seconds off the pace. Here he comes, Mick Schumacher. Starts his lap, 20 and a bit seconds to go. Everyone's coming out on outlaps. They're not actually going to get to complete them, so they're just going to be in my way. That makes me very sad. Although they've now basically been yeeted out of the way. Mick, the only car on a lap. Here we go. What's he got? I don't know where the sector points are on this track. Is it a personal best? No, it's not.
Well, it's not looking good.
Come on, Mick, you got this. I believe in you. Second sector. Just throw caution to the wind. Okay. Okay. You've got to do the sector of a lifetime. Can you improve? To be fair, he does improve. And he improved by over 0.6 of a second. So he did actually go faster than Bottas. So we respect that. Oh, my Switch is finally powered off. Hold on, let me turn my TV off. So there's not a no video available thing burnt into my TV screen. Right. Perez, Evans, Mick, Bottas, Sonoda, Delatraz, and Daniel Ticktum eliminated from qualifying. Hamilton got 11th, which is strategic pole position. And exactly where we want him to end up, so we can start on whatever tyre we want and get our sponsor bonus. We're going to wait till the very end of the session. Wait till the very end. Get the grippiest circuit. Leclerc, a 45.1. Not as fast as Verstappen's fastest time from Q1. Does Verstappen go fastest? No, he doesn't. Verstappen goes third. And we're going to go now. Right. Out of the pits and away goes Lewis Hamilton. If he can get 11th once again, bang on. I'm aiming for 11th. Let's go! Oh. Half a second down in the first sector. Perfectly reasonable. Now up to the tight, twisty bit. Here we go. Towards the line. 12th. We'll take 12th. That's a strategic front row. It's not strategic pole position, but it's strategic front row. We take that. All right. Simulate the qualifying. Who's going to be on pole position for the Doha Grand Prix? Who's going to strike the first blow between Leclerc and Verstappen? Oh, so far it's Leclerc, and they're not going to have enough time to go out again. So Charles Leclerc, pole position for the Doha Grand Prix. Right. Here we go, Mike. Race day.
Just what we need.
This is important. This is it. This is the final race of the season. Final race of season 6. Potentially the final race with Lewis Hamilton as an incompetent racing Grand Prix driver.
Mm-hmm.
I've splurged this hand gel, unfortunately, all over the lid. I was squeezing the bottle and it started to come out, which was far from ideal. So now let's apply said hand gel so it's not just making a mess. There we go. I'm going to stop playing with that. Right. Medium and race trim. We're going to do our regular one-stop strategery. Ah, Hamilton liked his new setup, though. We like that. We like that a lot. Fuel. No, there's no point in, like, mixing up a strategy now. Let's just go. Let's use what brought us to the dance. Push, overtake. Push, overtake. Let's go. These guys in front of us hopefully going to have an awful race. 5 red lights. Out and away we go for the Doha Grand Prix. Definitely not Bahrain. Hamilton gets an excellent start. Albeit he's having a big old scrap with Ricciardo and Hirscher.
They've made a Hamilton sandwich and it's an awkward one.
Oh, there we go. He's retained a 12th. Not been able to gain any places, but hasn't lost any. So that's perfectly reasonable. Saboy up there in 11th for Hamilton's old team, the Mercedes. Tictum's had a great start up in 13th. Mick Schumacher's had a very poor start down in last. Don't know if he potentially ran wide at the start. That potentially could have happened. Oh, here we go. Hamilton outdrags Saboy. Sainz running at the back. Verstappen's taken the lead from Leclerc. Let's go look at Mick as he's battling the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. Apparently Tictum hit Hamilton, but no sign of any damage, which is, I mean, that's actually quite excellent news. Hamilton now up into a points-paying position. That's beautiful. Obviously, we'd like Mick up there as well. Let's see if Mick can navigate his way through this absolute bedlam of cars in front of him.
Of chaos. Unadulterated chaos.
Look at this. This is just a car park. Hamilton has scrapped his way up into 5th place. Now down to 7th again. Clearly he was out of position.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick Schumacher's gained a nice couple places as well, up into 21st now. Can he make a move around the outside of Tsunoda? Oh, I think he has, actually. Can he keep it? Going into the left-hander, which then becomes the right. This is great racing. All the Red Bulls out wide. Someone got a slingshot of a lifetime.
Yeah. Cheeky bum.
Was it Yamashita? I think it was Yamashita. Who somehow made their way up into 13th. Right, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to knock that down to there. Lewis battling up into 6th position. Has the Williams of Visa up behind him. Verstappen leads Leclerc by a couple of seconds. Hamilton locks up. See, the problem with Hamilton is his park condition. And obviously, if we push him too hard, that engine's going to blow. But let's just push on with high. Now, back to Mick. Mick up into 18th place. Down to 19th place after Stroll. Absolute dive bomb of the century. We need to settle into a good rhythm here and get our tyres lasting. So we can actually stick to that one-stop strategy. Because in recent memory, I feel we've pushed Mick a bit too hard and he's had to convert to a two-stop. Whereas I'd like to stay on plan for this race if we can. And if we stay on plan, then we'll be able to make up the positions later. That's kind of what I'm going for. This is just getting frantic back here. But Mick up into 18th once again. Can he make that 17th with a brilliant move down the inside of Stroll? Yes, he can. Oh, there's a Williams out wide. A car darting across the racetrack. That's Bottas, who's apparently going to be pitting this lap for damage. Mick now in 16th place. Sainz having a nightmare. Mick gets the slingshot. More cars in the pits for damage. You love to see it. This track can be so frustrating to watch. Colton Herter had a great qualifying. Is now way at the back. Sergio Perez now makes his way through. Oh, and hangs us out to dry so Ocon can dive through on the inside. Very unfortunate. Sometimes it do be like that, though. Ooh, slingshot again. Oh, we haven't quite got past the Red Bull, though. Right, so we're now in the period of the race where everything's just going to start settling in. We're going to turn down Hamilton's engine. We're going to keep pushing with Mick. Perez apparently locked up. We're actually not that far away when you think about things from points. We're like within 4 seconds, or within 5 seconds of 8th place. When you look at it that way, we're in a really good position. Like we're essentially just in like a giant midfield scrap. And we just need to wait for those pit stops to start in about 10 to 11 laps time. At least for the soft tyre runners. That will get Stroll out of the way. That will get Ocon out of the way. It will get Evans off of our back. Let's take a look in Hamilton's world. In Hamilton's world, he has about 2.5 seconds to hour. He's within a second-ish. Or just dropped out of it now. Vizzo. Who's having a great race for Williams, I'd like to say. Would actually get 8 points all in one if things were to end the way they currently do. And currently, if things were to end the way they are, Max Verstappen would be world champion. He does have 6.7 seconds over Charlie Boy Leclerc. Back to the land of Mick. Land of the rising Mick. He's now at the back of this, like, train, essentially. Let's conserve now. And settle in for the long haul. We can push later. For the pit stops will come. And then we will see success, in my mind. I need to make sure that everything is appropriately charged. I'll do that post-stream. Ocon locks up. Ocon is just ahead of us. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Very evil. We don't need an undercut to pass Ocon. We need an overcut. He's going to be out of our way soon, Mick. Don't worry about it. Just keep driving. Saboy up in 4th for Mercedes. He's driving out of his skin. I know I said we were within 5 seconds of 8th. We're actually now only just about within kind of 8 to 9 seconds. Our pace at the back seemingly very disrupted. These lap times are very slow. We could be in for the long haul. What's Colton Herta doing? In fresh air, Colton Herta is the fastest man on track. Apart from Carlos Sainz, who did a 1:52. So Sainz is as fast as the leaders on a harder compound of tyre. I think that goes to show the value of fresh air, in all honesty. As Verstappen, 7 seconds. Cruising towards that world championship. Oh! Things got dicey with Ocon there. And Mick. Mick's got the inside for turn 1. Although Ocon seems to be braver on the brakes. Mick gets a better exit though. Very nice. But Ocon continues to battle back. Very much continues to battle back. But I think we're through decisively. .45 laps to go. Still a long way to go in the Doha Grand Prix. Is Evans, not Evans, is Ocon going to get the slingshot? No, everyone seemingly got through that time around pretty unscathed. Oh, Evans looking a bit slow. Looking susceptible. We're going to try and make a move in the same way that Ocon tried to make a move against us last time round. Oh, but Mick goes to the inside. And he got hung out to dry. And Mick up to 17th. An excellent bit of racecraft from the young German. I say the young German. I think he's like 27 in this universe. Not saying that that's old. That's still younger than I currently am. Liam Lawson up into points for Bugatti, up into 9th. I think we're just going to tick this up a little bit to try and make some early progress in this race. Let's get to the first round of stops. I don't think we're going to be in any kind of concern and worry about trying to pass Verstappen, Leclerc and Cassidy. They're in a different, like, league right now. Let's go over to Hamilton and let's try putting some pressure on Visa, because we can't really, like, we can't overcut Visa. Visa's on a harder tyre than us, so we literally can't try and go long. We have to kind of get this move done on track. So let's now try and do that. As apparently Schumacher and Stroll are having a bit of an incident over 16th place. Now Schumacher loses the position to Ocon, so I don't know if he somehow got hung out to dry once again. Apparently Visa has some damage. Don't know if that'll require a pit stop though. Is Visa pushing? Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, they don't really need to worry about conserving their tyres. So they did a 54.4. We did a 54.0. So we did close up a bit. Okay, cars now in the pits. The soft tyre runners are now looking to pit. This is good news. No, Lewis, that we will not be pitting for fresh tyres soon. You still have a long way to go on this set. And quite frankly, you've got an overtake to make on this set as well. As Yuki Tsunoda has a mechanical issue from 13th place. That is very unfortunate for one Yukas. Stroll is going to come in this lap. Hopefully that's for some damage. Stroll makes a pass. We also make a handy pass during that process. Excellent. Now Mick's actually got some fresh air. Right, Mick, push. Got some fresh air. Now show us your speed. Meanwhile, Hamilton can't actually get close to Visa at all. He's just floating in the same window.
What is our strategy here? Is it the one stop or
just the old one stop, set of mediums to a set of mediums?
I see. Ooh.
So I don't like. We can't really afford to push Hamilton too hard because the engine can't take it, right? So
Yeah.
I think alternate plan is obviously we're gonna have to pit before Visa, right? Because they're on the hard tyre. So we pit before them, and then after the pit stop, we go hell for leather. And hopefully then when Visa has to pit, we take advantage and overtake then. It's like a long form undercut is the way that I envision it. So Mick, now that he's in fresh air, has immediately caught Auer. Pretty much. So Auer is backing up a little bit right now. Actually, Auer's backing up a lot. He's on fuel save and tyre conservation mode, whereas Mick is obviously pushing a wee bit harder. So let's hope for Mick he can actually, if someone's driving that slowly on purpose, he can get the move done. That would be ideal. 54.7. I know we can go faster than that. Because we're really not far off a points-paying position. And I have the feeling we have the pace to get it. We just haven't been in a position to be able to show that we've got the pace. That's why as soon as we actually had some fresh air, I cranked everything up. I was like, right, let's now utilise this, you know. Ocon's going to be coming in the end of this lap. That's good news. That's a soft tyre runner that won't be hampering us. This track sucks for overtaking. We just can't get close. Oh, although... Go on, down the inside, Mick. He just hasn't got the ability to get close enough. Yeah, I'm aware you can't get past. Just stick with him. So he's driving that slow, an opening will present itself.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is not make a mistake.
No, you jinxed it.
No, he's got it. I believe in him. Here we go. Look, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the run. All right, Owl got a slightly better run. Oh, this is costing us time. I could crank him all the way up to, like, overtake and push. But even then, like, I don't think that's going to solve our problem. Oh, Verstappen in the pits. Oh, Verstappen with damage. I mean, he had 15 seconds on Leclerc. Leclerc with damage. 2 long pit stops for the championship leaders. Cassidy does not, of course, take the... No, Cassidy does take the lead. So, boy, up into... Right, here we go. Mick. Just give it... Right, we're going to go. We're going to play normal speed here. Mick, beans mode, everything. Yes! Mega move from Mick. Right, now, let's go back down to these two. And now utilise that fresh air once again. You've got 6 seconds to the car ahead, Mick. PBs, let's go. Meanwhile, Hamilton. Let's, wonder what's wrong with Hour. Yeah, I mean, there's something going on there, like... He's gone, like, neutral with the tyres now, but there is clearly something going on with, like, the car condition.
Is he pitching every stop?
Hour has actually... Yeah, Hour has actually made a pit stop.
Where is he on the thing? There he is. What does it say? It is.
Right,
It's only
what's
Mick one, but
lap
so
time gonna be?
a few people.
Mick, a 52.7. Yeah, your tyre deg's bad, but sunshine. Like, great lap. We can extend your stint if we need to, but right now I need you to push, Mick. We'll do a push for this lap, and then we'll bring it down next time around. Leclerc passes Hamilton. That's fine. That was to be expected. Right, Mick, we're now going to conserve your tyres and your fuel load. Let's extend and make sure we only need to do the one stop. That would be ideal if we could do that. Hartley's got to make another pit stop. Perez has got to make a pit stop. Hour's got to make a pit stop. Yamashita's got to make a pit stop. Sainz has got to make a pit stop. So right now, you're in a good position. Let's conserve a little bit and make sure we at least get to half distance. Right! Hamilton. Cassidy in the pits with damage. Man, Leclerc is 36 seconds behind Verstappen. This is Verstappen's championship. Saboy up into second place! Now, admittedly, Saboy is going to leapfrog Mick in the championship. And if things end the way they are, Vizzer is going to jump Mick in the championship. And that makes me very sad. Just because they get a couple good results. Right, what was Mick's lap time last time around? It was a 54.6. That's still not a bad time. Like, they're still kind of on par-ish with the group of cars ahead of him. Like, he has about half a second off, but it's not that bad. It's not a couple seconds. What was Hamilton's pace? I didn't even check. Hamilton 54.9. Pretty much same lap time as Vizza. Wait, did that say Vizza was pitting? No, it just said damage. Which might force them to come in early. Maybe. Maybe. Oh man, that engine is not filling me with a lot of confidence. Right, Mick, you've only got to make it a good few more laps. What was the pace that time around? 55.0. So he did lose a bit of time to the cars ahead of him, but he did the exact same time as our. So ours not exactly gaining on him. And to be fair, we've brought our tyres back down to no longer like nuclear. So we can now afford to go neutral again, I think. That's the way that we're going to play it. Hamilton running on his own. Like, he's not really getting close enough to Vizard to be able to, like, do damage. Man, like, if Vizard ends up with a big haul of points, I'm going to be very sad. Ah, ha, ha! Yes! The curse of the commentator! Mechanical issue!
It's good when it works in our favour.
Oh, yes. Oh, damn. Well, that got fixed and out on the hard tyres, unfortunately, very quickly. And I think that set of hard tyres, if it is a fresh set, which I imagine it will be enough to get them to the end of the race. Infinite sadness. However, apparently they do still have some damage as Yuki Tsunoda blows up. Blew up very close to the pit lane, though. So that is Tsunoda out of the race. Right, so Hamilton now can... Hamilton, now that he's got some fresh air, and not a Williams in his way, can do the business. As he sets a 153.1 now that he is released. So now let's do a lap of pushing with him. Charles Leclerc spins. Loses a place to Nick Cassidy. Yeah, Leclerc's thrown his championship away. Technically, Ferrari threw it away for him because of the demotion for the last race. But Leclerc is just putting the final nail in the proverbial coffin, if you will. What was Schumacher's pace last time around? 54.4. It's decent. It's very decent pace. Oh, what's Hamilton's lap going to be this time around? It's going to be good. 51.8. Sensational speed. Let's put that back down to medium because, you know, engine. I'm scared.
We have any engine blowing up on us?
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. Schumacher 54.2. Still good pace. I think we've got this lap and one more lap of tyres left. So what we'll do is we will finish this lap and then we'll push for a lap, and that'll be our in lap, if you will, where we'll come in and get ourselves set for the final stint. So let's push now, push now. Past the pit lane. Yep, lovely. One more set of medium tyres. Everything is going according to plan. What was that last time? 53.6. Okay, so let's now have a good push lap. Catch up to Hartley a little bit. Catch up to Perez a little bit. Lap 26 starts. Interesting for Verstappen to do the soft tyre. Both him and Leclerc did the soft tyre, whereas Cassidy went for the medium. I think, to be honest, both will have to pit again. Hamilton PB of a 51.5. Absolutely mental pace from Lewis. Great pit stop. Great pit stop from the lads. And we've come out in 12th. Behind Vizza with Schumacher. But ahead of our... That's how much pace we had once we were free. We were able to pull enough ahead and get a pit stop. And we're behind Vizza with Schumacher. But that's really, I think that goes to show how much space Hamilton's been able to pull out as well. I think this puts Mick in a really good position to get some points. Because now he's fresh air, fresh tyres. We can conserve for a bit in terms of fuel load and tyres, and then we'll have plenty left for a big push at the end.
Yes.
Now, there we go. Lap time. I mean, the lap time technically is skewed because you, of course, missed the first 3 corners. And apparently Vizza as well does have some kind of mechanical issue still. So they could end up pitting for mechanical issues again. We just need to have somewhat decent pace with Mick Schumacher. Other than that, I think this is pretty much... we're now just settling in for the long haul. Rest of the race. It's a long one. This is as far as races go, it's 52 laps and an average lap time of 1:52. They are long boys. Oh, George Russell collides with Valtteri Bottas. Yeah. This game is now starting to be IRL. Man, I would like to get past the Williams if we could. Who is apparently conserving. Well, I think we should take this opportunity to go maximum beans! I don't want to get stuck behind this Williams again. I really don't. I really, really don't. I want to jump it if we can. Come on, Mick. Come on, Mick. Right, okay. Let's settle down. Let's settle down. We can't go absolute mega beans for an extended period. But should we get close enough, we can initiate Beans Protocol. Speaking of Beans Protocol, I think Hamilton will now push and come in at the end of this lap for a set of tyres. That engine is screaming, but we're not going to worry about that. Back down to medium. Don't really think this is the kind of track where actually upping the engine really does too much. I think it's definitely more based upon what you're doing with the tyres around this track. I think. I could be wrong. It's just because the volume of corners. Brendan Hartley is spun. That is 10th place, Brendan Hartley. Good to know. As in comes Hamilton from 6th place. An excellent pit stop once again by the team. And this will put Hamilton out in 6th place. There we go. Fantastic work. Your tyres are not fairly worn, Sunshine. Will you relax? He's absolutely losing the plot. He's going absolutely plebeian. Hamilton, new personal best through the middle. Very nice, very good. 43.9. 43.9, 49.3 is what I meant. Okay. Oh, hello. Safety car. Ooh.
Well, he's already changed his tyres, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, would you look at that?
Nick, really.
Yeah, we're not going to gain anything out of the safety car. Stroll crashed, but he was running last anyway. So, you know.
Nothing to gain there.
No. Cars are going to come in to fix any of the damage that they've currently got going on. Sergio Perez retires with a mechanical issue. Hold on now.
That's good for Schumacher.
Yeah, it's very good for Schumacher. It's going to put Schumacher up into 11th on the road. Not quite points. It's a sponsor objective.
I keep looking at sponsor objective, and that confuses me sometimes.
Hold on, Danny Ricks had to.
Now he's in.
Yeah,
now he's in points.
He's in points because of Danny Ricks' mechanical issues that he had to fix. Very nice, very good. At least it's a couple laps behind the safety car, where it's actually taking the stress off of Hamilton's car a little bit. He's going to have so much excess fuel, so much excess fuel. We need to actually keep the tyres hot. Let's actually try and keep the tyres up to temperature. Because I don't want the tyres to be cold on the restart. Right, here we go. Schumacher up to the back of the train. One more lap behind the safety car. Safety car heading to garage this lap. This is like Leclerc's reset button. Leclerc needed this. Savoy as well has been able to pit and come out 4th. That's mega for the Mercedes driver. Right, let's now bring the temperatures back down just a smidge. I'm now thinking, I know with hindsight, you don't know if there's going to be a safety car. But I think we should have underfueled Hamilton. Look at how much excess fuel he's got that he's not going to be able to burn through. There we go. Engine mode up. Engine mode up. All eyes on Mick. As here we go. It's the safety car restart. Can we use this opportunity to charge past the Williams? This is the opportunity that we need. Come on. Down the inside. Don't lose out to the McLaren. Hamilton's apparently had a tyre failure of some description. No, he's caused a crash. That's what happened with Hamilton.
Oh, shit.
Mick, though, passed the Williams. Everyone passed the Williams. Yeah, Hamilton's got a time penalty as well. Oh, dear.
Typical.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
And his engine's looking a bit iff.
No, his engine is big, yikes. Right, Hamilton, like, you're going to have to drop back, sunshine. You're going to have to drop back. So Mick now flies the flag for the team. Mick Schumacher up into 7th place. I don't know what crash Hamilton calls for his tyres to just go completely. Is that the actions of a driver that we want to re-sign? I mean, to be fair, one bad race would not, like, undo 4 seasons worth of excellence, in my honest opinion. Or however long we've had him. But Mick now is the guy up the front of the field. Oh, the Mercedes goes straight on. Oh, Savoy just gets back on in front of us. But is he safe? Is he safe? Answer is no. Mick Schumacher.
Ooh.
And now lining up Lawson maybe for 5th. I can't like go overtake mode the whole time. Oh man, everyone else is fine. It's Hamilton, he's got 16 laps. True. It is the ultimate definition of his tyres are gone. Oh, we're going to lose out to the McLaren. We might. We have. Oh no, we're on the outside. We're going to lose out to the Mercedes. No, thankfully we stay ahead of the Mercedes. Alright, here goes Lewis Hamilton. Big charge now. Let's go. Savoy collides with Yamashita. Ah, Savoy's got a time penalty. He's bottling it. He's bottling his potential good result. And then he retires. Well, there goes that risk of Savoy outscoring Schumacher. How has our gearbox got so low? Don't worry about the engine. Are our cars going to break? Will our cars make it to the end of the Grand Prix? That's the question.
I hope so.
I'd like mixed cars to make it. Mixed one is the one that I care about making it. That is Yamashita up behind us. That is Yamashita in the Toyota. Man, they're still on overtake mode. How? Oh, they've got the line. They're going to get the... Yep. $14 laps to go. Lewis Hamilton overtakes Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc runs wide down to 3rd. Lando Norris back up into 2nd. Guess we just got to keep pushing with the tyres. Oh! Max Verstappen spins. Oh my. Oh, he's still going again in 1st place. So, you know, clearly wasn't the end of the world. I don't want to say Mick's under pressure here, but Mick's quite under pressure. Oh, Cassidy in the pits with damage. Oh my goodness me. This race has turned into absolute pandemonium at the end. People still pushing their tyres like absolute madmen. Ricardo runs wide. Where's Ricardo? Ricardo is 4th. Evans locks up. Evans in the points for Aston Martin. Would that be their first point? No, they've got points. Brendan Hartley gets the slingshot now. God damn. I'm going to need to turn these tyres down soon. Mick's form has disappeared as well. Like, where's his form gone? Oh, don't go out wide. You're going to be hung out to dry. Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's all about track position right now, and everyone is pushing. Like, if I go down to conserve now, we're just going to plummet, right? That's the worst part. So we need to just... We need to go. No, we've been pushed out wide. The Aston Martin's got us. Mick, no. Mick, no. Mick, no.
Oh boy.
Mick, yes! Mick, no. No! Oh, he holds on. And there it goes. Down to 11th. Let's conserve tyres for a moment now. Let's McNuggets. Go for, I was gonna say I could go for some McNuggets, but that's a lie. That's very much a lie. Hamilton has been Hamilton's been pushing. Hamilton's got places. Hamilton up to 15th. Also, let's ignore his engine condition. Let's not talk about that. No, Lewis, it's not about your fuel. It's not about the fuel. Bottas collides with Mitch Evans. 9 laps to go. Oh, come on. Surely there's a point in this for us somewhere. There's no way we don't get points. There's no way we don't get points. Nick Cassidy down in 16th sets the fastest lap of the race. This is bedlam at the tail end of the points, and we're just sitting back watching it. Look at it. Bottas. Oh no, it's Evans, Russell, Yamashita, Hartley. There's still a chance. We're in! 10th!
There we go.
11th! 10th! Oh! No, we're on the outside! This is the worst place to be! Oh. Here comes Hirscher and Ocon. George Russell now our potential victim. Mitch Evans has been driving out of his skin in that Aston Martin. I just want to point that out. Colton Hirscher giving it everything. Is he pushing? Yeah, he's pushing. Oh god, all the cars in front are now pushing as well. Come on, let's go. No, you're out wide. You're going to get slingshotted. No, you're doing the slingshotting. Good. Just not enough down the inside. Oh my god, that Bugatti on the brakes. Oh, there we go. This is insane. No! No!
Mate.
No! Ow!
This needs to be rectified.
Yeah, have you got the spike strips?
No. What I do have is a flak 88.
No, that also works for me. Cassidy.
You remember to bring the ammunition for it?
Oh, you left that with me!
Oh, damn it.
See, I thought that was with Lee.
Fine, we'll just grab the nearest midget, we'll load them into it.
Now Hamilton gets through. Hartley in the pits! Yes! A position has been gained!
I will fire Jawas at the track. Oh, Genie!
Don't worry, Lewis. You've got this. This is fine. 12th and 13th, line astern. Let's go, boys. The race isn't over yet. Lewis is just pushing that Toyota. No! Alwa gets through on Mick. Alwa's going to get through on Hamilton. No! Mick's tyres are not going to make it if we keep pushing the way that we're pushing. Hamilton tried to get that move around the outside of the AlphaTauri and he nearly made it work. Oh, now Mick overtakes Hamilton. The boys, this is not the time to be squabbling.
Oh, nuts.
Brendan Hartley has a mechanical issue. He's down in 15th. Hamilton goes around the outside of Mick Schumacher. Bottas in the pits. Hamilton up to 11th. Schumacher up to 13th. I'm going to wait till the end of this lap and I'm putting Mick up to overtake and we're just going yeet mode. Norris in the pits with damage. Norris is way ahead of us, though. Way ahead. Hamilton up to 10th. He's made it to the points.
There we go.
No, he just gets squeezed out. He's down to 11th.
God damn it.
Right, 3 laps to go. Both of our drivers giving it absolutely everything in these final couple of laps. Mick has just fallen off the back. Two laps to go and Max Verstappen will be world champion. The battle for the final point is just absolute insanity. 2 laps to go. Hamilton's through.
There we go.
Now can he hold it? No!
No.
Yes!
Yes. No, maybe. What was the question?
You're not the boss of me now. Right. Final lap. It's a few more corners. Our jumps Yamashita. Now Mick trying to pass Yamashita. Not going to do it through the tight technical bit. On to the final lap. Oh, Mick's under investigation for causing a collision. His tyres are busted. Mick's got to do the final lap on a dead set of tyres.
Oh, God damn it.
Mick's done. Mick's done. Like, his race is over, sadly. He put up an excellent fighting spirit. Excellent fighting spirit. Max Verstappen wins and is world champion. And the final lap hasn't finished yet. Bold Sir Rob called it. Lewis Hamilton brings it home in 10th with an engine at 4% and a suspension at 2%. We do get a point in the final race of the season. Mick crawls home to 18th place.
On a dead set of tyres.
What was the final 15 laps? Wait, did Hamilton drop to 11th at the end, did I see there?
Oh, was it because of his penalty?
Did he have a time penalty? Oh, did he have a time penalty? Have we managed to not get any points in the final race? Don't tell me that's how this season ends. I mean, now I've got the suspense of a loading screen. I need to know. No, Hamilton finishes 12th. Ah, we got no points. Bolter Rob's ridiculous. Bolter Rob, he's now like, you know, he's like, oh, I can predict this. Absolutely. Hey, on the road he finished 10th, and that's what matters. Oh, Sag. Infinite Sag. But hey, look, at the end of the day, Hamilton gets 4th in the driver standings. Mick does lose out to Mitch Evans because Evans does get big points. So, but we set out this season to get Mick Schumacher his points. And we did get 3 races in the points for Mick Schumacher. We as a team finished 4th in the standings, which I think if you had asked, like, said we were going to do that at the start of the season, it'd be like, nah, no way. But we did it. We actually did it. Comfortably as well. Oh, man, what a race. And the excitement isn't even over because now we find out if Hamilton actually wants to sign with us or not. Imagine if he doesn't. Our marketability is going to take a bit of a hit. Yep. Top 15, yep. Disappointing race, yep. We only lost out on like $500,000. It's not really the end of the world. Verstappen wins and is world champion. Ferrari won the Constructors, though. David Schumacher absolutely crushes the opposition in F2. And so do Ford Chip Ganassi. So do we see Ford Chip Ganassi come up to Formula 1? We will see. There is Max Verstappen, your 2026 World Drivers' Champion. 8 wins, 11 podiums, 1 DNF. Ferrari with 2nd with Leclerc and 7th with Carlos Sainz. Now we need to wait one more big save. One more big save. Because we need to find out if Lewis Hamilton wants to re-sign with us or not. If he doesn't, well, we've already got a backup plan, which is good.
Yes.
If he does, then this also is beneficial to us, and it's only a 1-year deal. It's only a 1-year deal, and that means that we can review at the end of next season, because that's when Mick's contract is up as well. Whew, what a season. Ups and downs, emotional roller coaster. And at the end of it all, an interview with the BBC. One more for the season. Which of our drivers is better? It's a factual stack that it's Lewis Hamilton. Pit stop. Yup, good. Verstappen wins. And Lewis Hamilton does not sign the contract. And as such, will not race for us next season.
Well. He's lost because what's going to happen is he'll find himself unemployed.
What if someone else snaps him up?
Well, maybe.
Because
maybe not.
If we look at it this way, right, in Formula 1, so in Formula 1 terms, we've got Lando Norris's contract expires, but Alpine would be stupid to let go of Lando Norris. They'll re-sign him. Anyone else in Formula 1's contract? Colton Herrscher, but again, I expect him to get re-signed. You're a reserve driver. You're a reserve driver. You're a reserve driver. Carlos Sainz's contract comes to an end. Well, with that, I say we save all of our post-season joy of big payouts and the HQ and the car and everything for next time, which will be in a good couple of weeks because I'm going to Ireland, as I've mentioned a couple times. So we will see when this comes back. Leave a like if you have enjoyed. Comment down below any feedback. Subscribe and enable those notifications to be kept up to date with the content that comes to the channel. We have a Pokemon series that is currently ongoing here. We have the joyous team playthrough of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And, of course, we have Motorsport Manager and other stuff that pops up every once in a while again. And, of course, check out the description for Team Channel, Twitter, and the Discord. Mike.
Yes.
What have you got to say after this momentous stream?
Tomorrow I'll be streaming XCOM. I imagine we're going to do something on Wednesday. Might be Wonderlands, might be if we can get it to work, or it might be something else. Friday, I'll see what's going on, but whether I might stream something then, or maybe I won't.
The keys to the kingdom are very much being left with the boys. We'll see what they come up with. I might be hanging around in chat. I don't know. Well, Friday I definitely won't be because I'm going out because it's my company's 10-year celebration. So, but Wednesday I might be around. I know I am going to the Guinness Storehouse on Wednesday, but I might be available to like pop into the stream. I don't know. Monday, it's a travel day, so but it's travel early in the morning, so we'll see. But thank you once again for watching. But we now must bid you adieu. Stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.